Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another S.H.Figuarts Bandai Tamashii Nations Dragon Ball Super Superhero figure unboxing and review video. Now today we are taking a look at none other than the Prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta. I got mine from toyswonderland.com. Link for that is in the description below. They do have payment plans, as well as a points-based reward system. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button for more info on Justin's Collection Plus, the channel membership. As for the box art, it is done in the usual Figuarts Dragon Ball style, an open window showcasing Vegeta inside, plus a bunch of product shots wrapping their way around the side of the box. On the back, we do have a bunch more product shots showcasing various poses. Now, some people have asked, is this going to be the ultimate base form Vegeta? Well, that's entirely up to you. For me personally, I still prefer the custom route where you take the Super Vegeta figure and pop a base form head on. But this could absolutely do the trick if you never ended up picking up that figure. First in-hand impressions are relatively positive. What we are going to do now though is get all of his accessories laid out in the light box and take a closer look at everything he comes with. Normally I'd start off with the display base first, but unfortunately Vegeta doesn't have one. He also doesn't have any blast effects, you get some hands and 4 faceplates. At the very least, the faceplates look really good. You've got a range of expressions, the prints are crisp and clean, and the hair up top is really well painted. Now, my personal favourite is the smirking one, but I'm curious, which of these faceplates is your favourite? Let me know down below. When it comes to hands, we do get the usual suspects, ranging from key blasting to closed fist to martial arts pose hands, and yeah, they're sculpted really well. They're all cast in this kind of greyish white plastic. Unfortunately though, on some of mine there's some really ugly flashing. Now, that's not the end of the world, it's definitely something I can clean up myself, but honestly, I'd rather not have to. Standing straight up and down in the light box, no crazy poses or accessories or anything like that. My one big question going in was, does the superhero aesthetic even work for Vegeta? The lines are a lot softer, he's got no shading, and his boots are a lot rounder. Aside from the rounded boots, everything else, yeah, it definitely works. Now, this outfit is pretty much a darker blue version of the Majin Vegeta suit. I love Majin Vegeta, therefore I like this one. His proportions are good, although not perfect, more on that in just a second. The only real big complaint is that he only comes with a base form head. It would have been great to get a brand new Super Saiyan head with some brand new faceplates, just like we got for the base form, but I understand they wanted to keep costs low. Who knows, maybe they'll pack in those heads with other figures, just like they're doing for Gohan. Up close and personal, starting off with the head sculpt first, I love the way this looks. You all already know that the faceplates are on point, but the hair is also really nicely sculpted. You've got a bunch of these lines to add some visual interest, and it's painted in this stunning matte black finish. Now, they've also solved the issue where the pecs were painted and they were a slightly different colour from the neck. We saw that with a bunch of Figuarts releases. But this guy doesn't seem to have that issue. His pecs are a separate piece moulded in the same skin tone plastic as his neck and his faceplate. Speaking of the faceplate, you do of course have a bunch of different options. Ranging from angry with his eyes off to the side and gritted teeth, I actually really like this one. I can't get over how good these faceplates look. Then we have his eyes looking straight forward with his mouth wide open. Vegeta is either screaming at Kakarot, blasting someone, or mid-battle. Either way, this one looks really good too. But this one is my favourite. He's smirking, his eyes are looking slightly up, it is so Vegeta. Now, as for the upper torso, initially I thought there was a bit of an issue here. As you can see, it's a lighter blue as compared to the rest of his outfit. But I looked at some reference pics from the movie, and no, apparently this is accurate. It's supposed to be a different colour. Normally it would all be matching, but here I guess it's supposed to be this way, so yeah, I can get around it. although I will say in the movie this looks even lighter. Here in figure format, it's close enough that it kind of looks like a factory error. His arms are fully exposed, and they have used this kind of funky joint that does have a drop down that looks a little bit weird. It's not a deal breaker by any means in my opinion, because in the right pose it's not really noticeable, but yeah, it's something to be aware of. His gloves are nicely sculpted with some wrinkles. They look like gloves, and they are an off-white kind of grey colour. You do also have a bunch of wrinkles in his shirt, and of course a split cut in the middle, which I know not everyone is going to love. Coming down to his legs, it's worth noting that there's no shading here whatsoever. It would have been great to have some darker shading in the muscle groups, but unfortunately they decided, no, we'll just cast everything in the coloured plastic that it was always supposed to be. They've also added a nice matte finish over the top though, so it does still look relatively premium. You can also tell that there aren't any wrinkles here, and I guess it kind of explains why the pants are a different colour to his vest. Coming down to the boots, some wrinkles sculpted in just like his gloves. They're done in the same colour, except the front tip sections are a lot more rounded. I do like the way they're painted, although I do prefer the more pointy look, but this is accurate to the art style from the movie. For a quick side-by-side comparison, here we have Vegeta alongside Goku, both from the superhero line. And seeing as though they were quite literally designed to go together, yeah, it makes sense that they look great here. Goku is taller, Vegeta is shorter. Goku has a ton more shading, where Vegeta doesn't have any. Now, as you can see, Vegeta's shoes are a lot rounder, where Kakarot's are a lot pointier. I don't know if that's just because Bandai decided, nah, it's not worth making a new mold for Goku's boots just for one film, but Piccolo, Gohan, and Vegeta all have rounded shoes, where Goku doesn't. Going over articulation, do bear in mind this is my personal copy of the figure, so I'm going to be a little bit more careful. Starting off with the head sculpt, there's a ball joint and hinge at the base of the head, and another ball joint at the base of his neck. Looking forward and back, swivel and pivot side to side. The arms will go up to there, they will go forward and back, butterfly joint at the shoulder that also hinges up and down. Swivel at the bicep, double bend at the elbow, plus a regular Figuarts style wrist peg. Crunching forward and back at the upper torso, swivel and pivot side to side. The legs do go forward to there, they will go out to there, swivel at the upper thigh, double bend at the knee, a double ball peg for the ankle, plus of course, toe articulation. Wrapping up on the Bandai Tamashii Nations S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball Super Superhero Vegeta. Going into this, I was really excited. I'm a huge fan of Vegeta and I love the non-Saiyan armor aesthetic. Yes, I do also like the Saiyan armor, don't get me wrong. But this look is just really clean. I love the color palette, I don't love the lack of shading, but I understand it's based off the movie, therefore it's a little bit more simple. They also left out any blast effects and any transformation heads. It would have been icing on the cake to receive those, however, for the price point being an entry-level Vegeta, yes, it all starts to make sense. They wanted to keep this guy as simple, as I said, as possible. Now, does that mean he is or isn't worth picking up? Well, that's going to be entirely up to you. You have to either be collecting this line, really like this look for Vegeta, or want a new base form to warrant picking him up. Otherwise, there are some other really strong Vegeta contenders in the Figuarts line. Is this the be-all, end-all Ultimate Vegeta? No, I absolutely don't think it is. One day they may make one with a bunch of different heads and blast effects, but today is not that day. Overall though, I still really like this figure. Now, I got mine from toyswonderland.com. Link for that is in the description below. They have 12-month installment plans and a points-based reward system. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button if you like the sound of seeing your name in the end credits of my reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.